folks, welcome back to the lab. We have another lantern project. This here, and I've already done a couple of these. I'm not even sure how many I'm on the channel here. I think maybe two or three. It's another Embury 150. It's a little Supreme. And this has been kind of lingering in my, I call it the treasure chest. I have a huge antique chest on the floor behind me, and that's where future projects and parts lanterns live. And since this week, I've had my fill of lanterns with paint on them. I've had a string of, I don't know, three lanterns with incredibly pesky paint that have really tested my patience. So I went in there and I'm like, even though I've done a couple of these, I'm gonna do another one. This is this Embury has no paint, so and I might not even need to get this to the big wheel, and I might even not even need to take it apart. I might be able to get at all this without taking any parts off. Well, except the filler cap. I gotta look under there. Oh, good, and it's loose. I think this will be a kind of a straightforward cleanup. Just going to remove this oxidation and treat it. And I got to find a globe that'll go in it. And I say that now because somehow I'm going to go like this, and I think it's going to explode, and it's going to take me 3 days to fix it. Yeah. So you can probably tell in my voice. Well, first I'm on the tail end of COVID, but my cynicism in my voice, that just because I've had a couple bad lanterns in a row. When I say bad, they just would not let me finish them as a project. They just kept coming up with throwing me curveballs, and it was crazy. So, all right, let's get at this thing. Good old Emburys, man. These things are beefy. Love Emburys. I love the steel they used to make them. I love the town that they're made in. It's only about an hour from here. And so let's get to it. Okay. And so, by the way, if you hear a humming, I'll be able to tell when I'm editing this thing. I can tell by that little that there's a hum. I have the dryers going in the laundry room behind me. I do apologize for that, but I have ventilated inside, which gives me the heat rather than throwing the heat outside, and add some humidity to the air because it's chilly. It's chilly out. It is October, and the font looks amazing. That's great. All right, so I might want to take the bail off. Me and bails. This one is very simple, very easy to take off. Which I think I'm going to do that right now before we look at anything else. There we go. All right. Oh. Okay, problem number 1 encountered. Yeah, that's pretty froze. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean, folks? I open my big mouth and then something happens. Alright, well, we'll let that do its thing. I'm not going to need to take that crown off. I know that. This, globe guard, we'll see. But what I'm doing here is I'm establishing that the burner dome here is not what's frozen up. There we go. Oh, wow, look at that, man. Look at that, brand spanking new. Love that. And I like the type of wick too. Nice and fresh. Nice. Okay. Well, so we can start with this. We can start with this. I can start breaking out the 600 grit bits. I'm going to start using up some of these half-used ones here. I got a number of them. I just hate, I like using them till they're done. Well, obviously I like using them till they're half done. So, let's see how these half-dones do for this stuff. Oh, this has got a green bit. I may want to use that on, this is pretty heavy. Let me see what happens here. Alright, so let me try, this is a 320 grit, and this is a bit finer than a green. I think that 180, I think, for the green. Just want to get rid of some of this WD, because once I start hitting it with the Dremel, that WD can go flying all over the place here and get on things that I don't need to have WD all over. Okay, so I'm going to do a little test right here. Well, it does all right, but it's leaving some pitting on there. Yeah, I'm gonna take us to the big wheel, and obviously I can't get all of it with the big wheel. I'll be able to get this surface here, maybe a little in here, the outside of the air tubes. I'll be able to get the chimney here and all this. I just won't be able to get this. It's all right. All right. All right, let me do that. Well, it won't take long. It's a small lantern. So, I'll be back. Okay, well, I think that that was a good idea. Go on the wheel there first. Oh, yeah. So much better. I kind of wish now I took this off. I mean, I still can. But... Oh, I completely forgot about Embury's. Embury's and their cool little access point here. There. Completely forgot. Okay. There. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think about that. It's been a while since I've done a 150. It's been like a week. Yeah, I forgot. Leave me alone. I forgot. I'll be right back. All right, that looks a little better. So let's get to the rest of this. Okay. Let me clean this board off and clean my hands. I'll be right back. Okay. So, by the way, even though I am cleaner than I was. So all I did was go off side camera and sprayed my hands with 409 and dried them off with a rag. And that's just the way it goes in the shop. It's okay. Okay. I think I could do a little nicer on this, and I killed this wheel, so that goes in there. Let me try this 600 a little bit for the dome. So, killed that. Now, I'm going to go a fresh bit, and I'm going to start on the body of the beast here. And you're probably wondering why I just went over a part that the bench grinder just did. I just want everything to be a consistent amount of cleaning done. Just I want it to be consistent throughout the thing. So that's why I went back over it, so things will match just fine. Now, let's see. Let's see what happens in here. I may need to go up, maybe do a green to get this and then come back over it with this. We're gonna see. Not green, I'm sorry. A red. Let's see what happens here. And might want a little help here. Because one of these air tubes has got just a little more to it than the other one does. I noticed that when I had it on the big wheel. I'm going to take it up a notch and go over it with the red a little bit. Alright, so what I need now, how'd that do it in there? Need now is a pointy bit. To get in all the pointy bit areas. that I can't get to with any of the other tools. And I got to be careful with this, because what's going to happen to you here is, so this tool starts out looking like this on the left, but almost immediately, because of the RPMs, and you know, it's in a drill, so it's going to very quickly turn into that. And what that becomes is an engraver. A Dremel engraver, and it's just you screw up, you go right off, and then put a big old gouge in your lantern or whatever it is that you're working on. So you gotta be real careful with these, unless you want to sign your name in your lantern. So you gotta be real careful. All right. Maybe it's still woolen time, folks. Yes, let's do that. Okay, now we can clean up this area, and I think we'll treat. I'll clean up this area real good, wash my hands real good. Okay, cutting board's all cleaned up, my hands are all cleaned up, and I'll treat this before putting it back on. It's just that much easier to wipe it off. All right, let's see how the oil changes the look of this beautiful Warsaw tin. I'm sure if I was trying to apply this oil with like just a rag in my hand, I'd be missing so many critical little tiny creases. this way. Ooh. Oh, well, there's no burner in it, so that's probably why it's acting funny. Okay, cool. Let's see. Put the bail back on. Right. I bet you to say that that is too small a wick, too narrow, but fits in there nice. Gonna look nice. I mean, it'll burn just fine. It's just not as bright. Not as bright by about 1/10 of an inch. And there we go. Now, we have got, oh, I didn't even notice a deets on. I didn't even notice that. Where'd that come from? Well, let's see if I got another non-deets. If not, this will be all right. This will be just fine. Let's see if I can find one. No. Okay. So we have one. All right. All right. I've gone and put fingerprints all over it. A couple of seconds. Hate that. Oh. And there we have it, folks. Oh, yes. Got to do the bail test. Bail test. Bail test. Okay. Everything's working perfect. This baby is a beauty. A beautiful Embury. She's all done. Oh, looking pretty. Looking good for a night on the town. Man, let's come down and take a look. So here we have it. No, no major repairs. Any of that kind of stuff. It's like to be cat hairs all over it. And yeah, this turned out great. I knew it would. Although when I saw that burner was just a little frozen, I was a little worried, but hey, that's all to be expected. Something's been sitting for a little while. All right, it's beautiful. Rust-free and beauteous, ready to burn. I'm sure this has no tank issues. It just looks great on the inside and out. Folks, there's another lantern gone past, gone through the Chef Birdland lab. And it was fun and relaxing. Folks, thank you so much for stopping by for another episode here. And as usual, don't you go changing.